There will be 3, kin of your kin, who will hold the power of the stars in their paws. The 3rd and 4th arc of Warrior Cats revolves around this prophecy and the questions surrounding it. What will the 3 choose to do with this ultimate power? In the end, honestly, not much. There was no fundamental shift to the status quo of the series, and though there was a fight with literal hell, not much came from it. I'm not sure that even over 12 cats died, and the build-up of 2 arcs wasn't worth it. Another thing that wasn't well elaborated on was the origins of the 3's powers. Did it come from StarClan, or a force beyond anyone's comprehension? Before we get started, if you're new to this channel, please think about subscribing. I regularly post both Wings of Fire and Warrior Cats content, so you'll never be bored. And to my current subscribers, thank you much for supporting me. I wouldn't have gotten here without your support. To find out what we don't know about the 3, we will have to start with what we do know. The first 2 of the 3 had their powers since birth, with Jayfeather being the first to harness his powers when Spotleaf helped him after he fell while escaping a fox. I'm going to focus on Jayfeather here as he is the most connected to StarClan and has relationships with other spiritual authorities such as Rock and Stoneteller. Most of the world building pertaining to spirits comes from his perspective naturally. As a young apprentice, Jaypaw is able to contact StarClan at the Moon Pool. Instead of getting his own appointment with his StarClan cat, he is able to sneak into leaf pools. This normally isn't allowed in StarClan as appointments are supposed to be confidential, but as Jaypaw is one of the 3, he's able to avoid this rule. Because of his dream walking, Jaypaw is the first to find out about the prophecy. However, he neglects to tell the others until the 3rd book in this arc after a battle in the tribe, where Lionpaw proved himself to have one of the powers of the 3. At some point in this arc, Jay's wings happen. The events of the early tribe never play into anything in this arc besides a brief appearance in The Last Hope. It's mostly Skiller, and I even skipped over both time travel books the first time I read Warrior Cats. I understood everything perfectly. As such, I won't discuss it in this video. Rock is the only cat from this who I find interesting, and I may make a second Warriors Mystery series on him. He is very knowledgeable when it comes to the stars and is almost a mentor to Jayfeather, who helps him discover and explore his powers. The 3's power over the stars is further demonstrated during Soul's takeover of ShadowClan. In order to get Blackfoot to reclaim his position as leader, the assumed 3 and their cousins set out to fake a sign from StarClan. Only things go wrong, but the real StarClan is summoned and they manage to convince Blackfoot to take up his star position once again. Maybe StarClan just decided to show up on their own after realizing, hey, this is a good idea, and sealing it. Or maybe Jaypaw is using his command over spirits and the domain of StarClan to summon them to the Earth. Eventually, it is revealed the 3's parents are not their biological ones. Hollyleaf is so distraught that she runs into the tunnels and supposedly dies. StarClan was genuinely shocked by this, as they had assumed Hollyleaf was part of the 3. From this, we can assume that StarClan did not choose the 3, as otherwise they would have known about this. Also, how did they not know she was living? Couldn't they have tried to enter her dreams? Maybe she's immune as she lost faith in StarClan like Cloudtail, or maybe the spiritual qualities of the cave blocked them out. Dovekitt is found to be the 3rd member of the 3 with the power of enchased senses. The 3 of them go on to find a 4th cat, Firestar, who has the power of plot armor. They manage to use the power of the stars, whatever that may mean, to defeat the Dark Forest. The 3, however, aren't the first cats to harness mysterious powers. There are 2 examples, but both born before the first arc, who each have their own abilities and books. These cats are Goosefeather and Yellowfang. Both view their powers as curses. Goosefeather can see all manner of spirits. All of them are trying to tell him prophecies, however he can do nothing about them. Yellowfang can sense the pain of other cats, and she can't turn it off, so she's constantly in pain. Goosefeather's ability is similar to Jayfeather's as it reacts with spiritual, while Yellowfang's sense is more physical, which is an inverted form of Lionblaze's ability to not feel pain. 2 cats in the 2nd arc also have abilities, strangely enough the kit's mothers, Squirrelfly and Leafpool. They used to share a twin connection. Though that plot point was forgotten, I will instead count it as their abilities fading. If I wanted to stretch it, I can say this is similar to Dovewing's power of advanced senses, as they can sense what each other are doing. I don't think the similarities in powers is a coincidence. I believe that these 4 cats were beta versions or test runs for the 3. The first 2 were given too much power, but the next 2 were given too little to the point where it faded. The 3 are the just right combination of the 2, made from every flaw that they found in their original plans. But who is the one instituting this test run and pushing abilities onto these cats? StarClan? They don't even seem to know who the three are until the third arc. The only cat from StarClan who even fully knows how to use the power of StarClan to its fullest ability is Ashfur, who wasn't born yet. One cat has been right about everything, and he's been around since forever. Rock. He's a tiny bit illogical, blaming cats for telling stories of their ancestors and keeping them alive and possibly coming back to murder them, but he is very knowledgeable. He summoned the ancestors for Last Hope's final battle. Why can't he give cats powers? Rock is an enigma on his own, but as I said earlier, I'd be glad to give him his own video. I don't think we'd ever get any solid answer on this one. However, it's clear that larger forces than StarClan is at play today. Someone is playing with the destinies of cats, and who knows what their angle is. If you liked this video, feel free to subscribe. I make Warrior Cats and Wings of Fire videos pretty often, and your support would mean a lot to me. And to those who are already subscribed, thank you for your continued support. I wouldn't have gotten here without y'all. That's all. Peace out.